Hey everyone, I'm Mike from theparkprodigy.com. Are you planning the ultimate trip to Universal Orlando to check out the brand new park, Epic Universe? Well, don't forget that Universal Orlando Resort has three amazing other theme parks, which are Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios Florida, and Volcano Bay. And we are actually seeing some amazing things going on at the original two parks, Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida, starting in the summer of 2025. So we decided to create a list of over 13 mistakes that you shouldn't be making on your next trip to Universal Orlando. And one of the recent changes that is going on within Harry Potter Hogsmeade Village has completely blown my mind, as it's been one of my biggest issues with visiting Universal Orlando in the past, especially for Harry Potter fans. So we're going to break that down. And if you're planning to visit Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida, and you want to make sure you get the most out of early park admission, you don't miss the best parade in all of Universal Orlando, and also some amazing nighttime shows, you'll want to be sure to stick around till the end of this video because, like I said, we're about to break down some of the most common mistakes we see families make when they visit the parks. Thank you again so much for checking out this video. Like I said, I'm about to break down over 13 of the biggest mistakes you don't want to make at Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida this summer. That's right, we're skipping Epic for right now. We wanted to just make sure you are prepared for the other parks at Universal Orlando. And let's jump right in with one of the biggest changes to come to Universal Orlando that you need to know about. And this isn't even the change at Hogsmeade Village. This is just in general. Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure now is part of the Universal Express Pass. And this is going to change how so many families tackle their days, because one of the best strategies for a long time has been, if you're taking advantage of early park admission, you really wanted to make sure to take advantage of early park admission for Hagrid's. However, that does change the way that some families might tackle their day, because if you're upgrading to have the Express Pass and it includes Hagrid's, well, maybe you sleep in, or maybe you get to go onto Hagrid's twice, right? If you only have the regular Express Pass, which allows you on each ride once. So it's just going to change everything. And it's something that you need to know about if you're visiting Universal Orlando. So over to mistake number two. And don't forget, if you're staying at one of the new Epic Universe hotels, which are going to be Terra Luna, Stella Nova, or Helios Grand Hotel, those hotels are really towards the Epic Universe campus. So they are going to be further away from the original theme parks. And we would say it's about a 15 to 20-minute shuttle ride. So take this into consideration, especially if you're trying to take advantage of early park admission. You want to give yourself some extra time in the morning to get over to the original theme parks. Another really important one to keep in mind when it comes to visiting Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida is, if you're upgrading to that park to park ticket, this is going to be for the rest of 2025. Specifically, it is going to change after this. If you're upgrading to that park to park ticket for 2025 to get on the Hogwarts Express, it does not include Epic Universe right now. However, we already know, based on the tickets that Universal has released, if you're booking for 2026 forward, that park to park ticket will include Epic Universe once you get into 2026. Over to the next mistake that we are seeing some families make, and that would be skipping the parade. So don't miss the Mega Movie Parade at Universal Studios Florida. And I know this park doesn't seem like it has a lot going on, but this parade is one of the hidden gems, in my opinion. And I would say all of the parades at Universal Studios Florida. They specifically have a Christmas parade during Christmas time. They have a Mardi Gras, of course, float parade. All of the parades at Universal Studios Florida, in my honest opinion, are slept on, and I don't think they should be, because they are amazing. But this one specifically will run daily, and it really is an awesome show, and it will kind of bring you back, and it's has some of our favorite scenes from our favorite movies like Back to the Future, Minions, E.T., Jaws, and even Trolls for the kids. Over to my next mistake that I do not want to see families make is, just don't skip Universal Studios Florida in general, as this is also typically the park that we have a lot of the, once in a lifetime things going on. And what I mean by that is, this is typically where we see the celebrations. So in the summer of 2025, for instance, we have a Jaws pop up to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Jaws, with special merchandise, special foods, special drinks. And Universal Studios Florida is known for its, they have their specific tribute stores that has so much different merchandise just in general, this is the park that has all the cool things. And not to mention, it also has Halloween Horror Nights, which they actually just dropped the tickets and pricing and the vacation packages for Horror Nights during the time I'm recording this video. So there's just a lot going on at the original two parks that you don't want to miss. Over to my next mistake is don't skip the nighttime shows. Now, one of the things I will say, and this is the surprising thing that Universal has recently changed. For the longest time, I have been telling families and folks, don't skip the amazing nighttime show if it's going on within Hogsmeade Village. So the current nighttime show for Harry Potter in Islands of Adventure, Hogsmeade Village, is Hogwarts Always. But we also have another great show at Universal Studios Florida, Sensational. Now, the tip and trick here is that what is brand new is Universal has finally released on its website, they have the dates that these shows will be running. And one of the reasons why families might miss these shows, specifically for Sensational, is that Universal will only run it during specific times of the year. Sensational is really because of Halloween Horror Nights. Universal has announced that these shows pretty much will be running throughout the summer of 2025. And you can go check this out on the Universal Orlando website, and you can finally see the days that they are running the nighttime shows, which again has been one of my biggest pet peeves because you know, if you're a huge Harry Potter fan and you're only visiting Universal Orlando for one day, let's say, and you want to see that nighttime show, well, I just didn't like that you couldn't plan it. You didn't know what nights it was going on, but we finally have a schedule. Don't miss the nighttime shows. Make sure you check to see if they are running when you're going to be over at Universal Orlando, because they are that amazing. Over to the next mistake we see families make, and we would say don't forget that you do have the option to upgrade to a Coke Freestyle Cup. So this is one of the great tips and tricks in order to get the most out of your day and even save some money on if you're going to buy sodas throughout the day. You can purchase a Coke Freestyle Cup, and it's pretty much a flat fee, and then you get unlimited drinks throughout the day. But the other tip and trick within this one would be you can use that refillable cup for water. And we would say don't forget to bring a reusable water bottle for you to refill and get water throughout the day, especially if you're visiting in the summer during those hot Florida days. This is one of the most important tips and tricks we can for your safety, just to make sure everyone's staying hydrated and you're having a great time within the parks. Over to the next mistake. If you're visiting before August 18th, don't forget that Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket is no longer going to be open. So this attraction is permanently closing as of August 18th to make way for a new experience. And over to the next tip and trick having to do with the rides and experiences. Don't wait in long lines. We would say make sure you download the Universal Orlando app. And one of the reasons here is that you can set wait time alerts for any rides, and this will notify you when the ride wait time drops below a certain level. So if you're trying to get onto Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket one last time and you don't want to wait more than 30 minutes, you could set that within the Universal Orlando app, and it will shoot you a notification when it does drop below that wait time, and you can go and get on the ride. Over to the next mistake that you do not want to make when visiting Universal Orlando. Don't wait to buy your lanyards in the park. Now, a lot of families love lanyards. They love to bring them so they can carry their tickets, their room keys, and you don't have to worry about them getting wet. You don't have to worry about losing them, but you can save some bucks if you buy your lanyards before you get down to Orlando. And over to the next mistake that I've seen some families make. Some families are still only visiting Universal Orlando for the original two theme parks, and that is going to be Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida. And some families love Harry Potter so much that they're looking into the Universal Orlando Harry Potter vacation package. So this vacation package will include 4-night hotel accommodation, a specific Universal Orlando theme park ticket, and then you get some additional add-ons. And I guess the tip and trick here would be, well, of course, that Universal Orlando has a Harry Potter vacation package, but what I've seen cause some problems is the package actually includes breakfast at all three of the Universal Orlando parks. So we have the Leaky Cauldron, we have the Three Broomsticks, and we also have Cafe La de la Serene, which is in Epic Universe. You can see where I'm going with this though. If you don't plan to go to Epic Universe, you don't need to purchase the Harry Potter vacation package. You can actually add those breakfast vouchers on to really any Universal Orlando vacation package, and you won't end up spending money on an extra voucher that you necessarily don't need. Okay, over to the next mistake. And if you're not looking to get the Universal Orlando Express Pass up front, be sure to keep an eye out, as Universal will sometimes drop an Express Pass after 4 p.m. and it will be at a discounted price. Now, of course, you're not going to get a full day out of it, but this can be an important tip and trick if you're more so just shooting from the hip and you're like, hey, we don't want to spend the money up front, but once you get down there, you're fall behind and there's a couple rides that you still want to get on. Okay, and over to the last mistake, and this is an oldie but a goodie. And we would say to make sure to always have a game plan going into your day. So, of course, Epic Universe is getting most of the attention and the love right now, but there are still some amazing rides. And in my honest opinion, Islands of Adventure Hagrid's is still the best ride in all of Universal Orlando. So, you want to always have a game plan going into your day to make sure you have the most amazing time possible. But that's our list, everyone. Those are some of the most common mistakes that we're seeing families make at Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida right now. I really, really hope that you found this video helpful. And if you do need a little additional help planning an amazing Universal Orlando vacation, just be sure to go check out our website, theparkprodigy.com. Just be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as I have a lot more similar videos on Universal Orlando coming out in the coming weeks to make sure you have the most amazing family vacation possible. And as a thank you for sticking around all the way till the end of this video, I do have a special promo code you can go use on our website to save an extra $50 off your next Universal Orlando vacation package. And that promo code is going to be Magic50. But I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all again so much for checking out this video. And until next time, I will talk to you soon.